If you actually want to create a social media marketing agency, you're going to need some help because it might be a little hard. But don't worry, we are here just for that. Starting with choosing a niche. The more targeted your niche is, the more targeted your potential audience will be. A niche can be targeted to a specific industry or a specific platform like Instagram or TikTok. It just needs to be able to serve enough customers to generate revenue. A big part of a social media marketing agency's success is being able to present itself properly online. Richard Barker is a former social media agency owner who now heads up marketing at security company Clarion Security Systems. He asks you to consider, are you a LinkedIn specialist or a TikTok specialist? What kind of audience do you want to target? This question is critical as you go through the process of ideating and creating content for your clients. Richard says, depending on whether you want to specialize in one platform or all platforms, you need to make sure your channels produce great content that drives engagement. You also need to commit to a niche to avoid multitasking, especially if you are launching alone or with a small team. Doing too much for too many different industries and platforms can overwhelm you and cause you to burn out shortly after launch. Remember that each platform has its own rules and dynamics that you need to master first. So, you are going to be just like your customers and use those media apps to learn more. Get involved as soon as possible. Many people waste a lot of time setting up their business. It should take a few days, not a few weeks or months. Pick a name, set up a business quickly, and then you are good to go. If you have never started a business before, you can easily get bogged down at this stage, but it could not be easier. You can find a wealth of information on the internet to help you find the right legal form for you. After that, you can easily and inexpensively incorporate your business directly with your state. Otherwise, you can use a service like LegalZoom, but be prepared to pay an additional fee for their value-added services. You can always look for an SMMA quick start checklist that accompanies your course, or ask us for one in the comment section. Find out what services your agency will offer. This is the fun part, but it can also be very overwhelming. Social media management, paid advertising, Google PPC, SEO, content creation, copywriting, web development. It does not have to be that way. Did you know that most big agencies are not out to be a one-stop store for anything even remotely related to digital marketing? They focus on a core area that they are absolutely fantastic at and hire the team to get the job done. When you first start, you try to offer everything. But that would be a grave mistake. Please don't do that. You will hurt your business. So, what can you do? Just let the market speak for you and decide to focus on paid social ads. You can find trusted agency partners to provide other services to make your ads successful. Is the client's website bad? Find a web development partner. Does the client need great creative solutions like photos and videos? Find a creative partner, and so on. The best thing about partnerships is that they can be very lucrative because you are churning leads to one another. In the beginning, though, we would recommend trying a little bit of everything. Just like working with a variety of clients in different niches, this way you can figure out what types of services you'd like to offer and best fit your passions. This way you can start a business where work does not feel like work. Determine your unique selling proposition and create a business plan. When starting a social media marketing agency, it's important to study and understand the market. There are many agencies that offer different services that are similar to yours. Therefore, it's important to understand the market to find out what your audience wants and what your unique selling points will be. Ray Morajan, co-founder of Avensis Partners, a company that specializes in product launches, says, I also recommend finding a differentiator that sets your company apart. Not only are you competing with social media marketing agencies, but you may be competing with the world at large. He adds, it's okay if you don't have a differentiator from the start, but it will be harder to succeed until you find one. Once you've determined what your unique selling point will be, you'll need a business plan. While you may not yet be on the hunt for investors or convincing a top CMO to join your company, a business plan is a good model to guide your decisions as the business owner. An agency cannot be built without intensive financial planning. The most basic step is to calculate the total setup and basic costs of running your agency. This advice may sound simple, but you need to consider many financial elements to make sure you're setting up your business the right way advises Alan Stolk, founder and CEO of Bankly, a loan search platform. Lilia Tovman, founder and CEO of Big Mailer, an email marketing agency, adds, social media marketing entrepreneurs may not have enough venture capital in the early stages of their careers. However, they can still be competitive if they bootstrap their business. That means they can use affordable and effective tools to maximize their resources without spending a lot of money. Start soliciting customers. Once you've found your niche, find the customers who meet your needs and build a mutually beneficial relationship with them. Think about creating a profile of the ideal customer that, in conjunction with your chosen niche, can help you figure out who you can and can't work with. Eric Ridnour, marketing consultant at Strategist, a programmatic advertising agency, recommends newcomers reach out to a charity and volunteer to manage their social media. He says volunteering for an organization you agree with has several benefits. First, supporting a nonprofit is a great way to go if you want to build a culture and brand values for your new business. You gain experience and can list them as customers. Eric adds that a nonprofit often has no problem with you using them for a case study and more. In addition, many organizations have teams and specific guidelines, so you can learn how organizations work. Track your progress in a portfolio and turn it into social proof. Building a strong portfolio that highlights your accomplishments as a marketing expert is an important starting point for establishing yourself as a social media marketing agency. Highlight your team's credentials, relevant experience, and past clients to show potential clients that you're an expert in your field. Let your portfolio lead the sales conversation. So basically, the more work you do, the more customers you can attract and can keep. Your clients can also serve as social proof for you. Doing a good job for your clients creates a cycle that can sustain your agency and help it grow. Focus on creating and delivering high-quality work on your own platforms and those of your clients to demonstrate your expertise. This will encourage people to recommend you to others, so you'll eventually have to find fewer clients to sell your services to. Grow your agency slowly and steadily and find a community. Building a social media marketing agency is one thing. Growing it is quite another. From developing a deep understanding of how to run a business to cultivating professional relationships, there are many things beyond the initial stages of development that you need to keep in mind. That's why slow growth is so important. Communities can be an effective tool for entrepreneurs. Find and join a community of people who are doing the same thing you are. For example, marketing communities like Online Geniuses and Demand Curve can be very valuable for connecting with other marketers who are on the same path as you. Boom, you are in business. Good, now you're registered. You know what you can offer and maybe even have some clients for yourself. As you can see, it's not particularly difficult to get an SMMA off the ground. That's part of what makes this business model so desirable. You can run a multi-six-figure agency from anywhere in the world. And with that, everyone, you really are ready. Or at least you know the basics. It is up to you to grow it from here. But of course, we hope to see you in our other videos as well. Have a great day, and goodbye.